So give me the faith to finish the race. Looking up, got my eyes on you. I'll follow your lead, whatever it takes. Give it up, give it all for you. I won't worry about tomorrow, 'cause I know that you know where I'm going.
Well, hello, and welcome to our next installment of Wednesday's Word. I'm Pastor Dom Aquilino, and I'm glad that you could be with us today. My text today will be Galatians chapter 5 once again, as we talk about the fruit of the Spirit. It says this, starting in verse 22, it says, "But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, self-control. Against such things there is no law." What I'd like to talk to you about today is kindness, goodness, and gentleness. We're going to change the order just a little bit. So tonight we'll talk about kindness, goodness, and gentleness. We'll skip faithfulness, and we'll talk about faithfulness next time. There's really considerable overlap in these things. So when we ask the question, what does it mean to be kind? What does it mean to be good? What does it mean to be gentle? These Greek terms really are circling in the same neighborhood. So what I'd like to do is just talk about these three things and then apply them, hopefully, and ask how they lead us to prayer. First of all, what does it mean to be kind? That's a question that I had. I don't use the word kind very often, at least in this way. And the dictionary defines it as this: it's of a sympathetic or helpful nature. I love that. That's great. I got to start using the word kind a little bit more. To be sympathetic or helpful in nature. So it's the idea you do something kind for someone when you hand them a bottle of water when you know that they're really thirsty. Or when you put a card in the mail just to say, I care about you and I'm thinking about you. Things like that are acts of kindness. It's things that come from a sympathetic heart. I love that. A sympathetic or helpful nature. So the next question then is, what does it mean to be good? Now that's a hard thing to really define, right? Remember when you were kids and your parents would say, be good? Well, what does that mean? What does it mean to be good? What makes something good? Well, the dictionary, again, defines this of a favorable character or tendency. Something's good if you like it, if it's favorable, if it's pleasant to you. Now, if you like broccoli, broccoli is good. If you're a fan of broccoli, that when you eat broccoli, it's favorable to you. If you hate broccoli, well, then you don't. So then what does it mean to be gentle? I love this definition. To be gentle is to be free from harshness, sternness, or violence. We're gentle when we have power over somebody or something, and we choose not to exercise that power out of an affection for them. You're gentle with somebody when they deserve for you to put the hammer down on them. And yet instead, what you choose to do is to treat them nicely. That's what it means to be gentle. To be gentle implies restraining yourself from the full extent of your power. I always think about when a little kid pets a puppy or a bunny. What do we always say? Be gentle, be gentle. Because the little kid has the power to swing that puppy around or to pick up the bunny by its ears and really cause some serious damage. We're teaching our children then to restrain the power that they have in order to be gentle with the animal. So when we look at these things, how do these things then lead us to prayer? Well, the first thing is that let's pray that God would impress upon our hearts a sense of fear for the damage we might inflict on people. Kindness, gentleness, goodness requires us to really ask the question, how can I avoid hurting other people? Now, this is especially important when we're right. Because when we're right, we may feel like we should be loud and vocal and bombastic about truth, which is good. But we should never neglect the feelings of the person that we're interacting with. I guess what I'm really saying is it doesn't matter how great we are if we're not any good. It doesn't matter how powerful we are if we can't restrain that power in loving others. So let's pray that God would impress upon us the importance of the fact that we are never great if we're not good. So be nice. What a seemingly simple command, right? But it's profound and it's important. Let's pray.